What's going on, y'all? Harry from Harry the Horse Barbecue here, and in this one, I am not horsing around with these Texas hot sea links. We're gonna case up an OG Texas style hot link in that old school horseshoe style, cold smoke them off to build some amazing red color and tighten up those casings, hot smoke them off to plump up those links and make them glisten, and then we will slice on into a spicy and plump link. Looking to make a classic Texas sausage? Well, the horses got your back. Let's get it.
Harry the Horse Barbecue.
The Texas hot link is a sausage that epitomizes Texas. It's usually a really savory sausage that's got a kick of heat from cayenne. Texas had a massive influx of German and Czech immigrants who established meat markets, and they started to create these market-style sausages that reflected the cattle culture that is prominent in Texas. So in order to make these hot links, we gotta go shopping for some meats. Let's go. That'd be brisket, beef, heart, and fat. The Texas hot link is a classic all beef sausage. And the way I learned how to make the Texas hot link over at Handsome Devil Barbecue is making it with a little bit of beef heart mixed in. I was told that this is the OG way because every part of the animal used to be utilized. I picked up all of these things from my guys over at Marbled Meat Shop, so enough horsing around, let's get these meats and fats out of the packs. Here I've got about a 4-pound chunk of the brisket point, and I chose to use a section of the brisket point because it's gonna have a lot of great intramuscular marbling. That is going to make some amazing sausage. So although this is a super OG link, we are gonna be adding pink salt to this, and we are gonna be cold smoking these links, which was not something that was traditionally done back in the 19th century. So I just got about a pound of beef heart here, and the way I learned this over at Handsome Devil Barbecue was we took essentially all brisket trim and a couple pounds of beef heart, weighed out spices, mixed all of this together, and that's how we created the Texas hot link over there. Now I thought it was super cool to break down beef hearts, grind them up and add them into these links, and they came out phenomenal. So I wanted to pay homage to that, and homage to the history down in Texas, and create my own version of the hot link. Now, even though we have some pretty fatty brisket, the beef heart is incredibly lean, so I'm just eyeballing about a half a pound of fat to add into this mixture. All of our beef components are cubed up. We're gonna park these in the freezer for about 30 minutes to firm up. While this chills out, let's make our Texas hot link spice mix to make it spicy. Starting off with a full 4% milk powder binder. The ingredients and the percentages will all be in the description down below. To this base of milk powder, we're gonna add a bunch of kosher salt, 16 mesh black pepper, granulated garlic, some granulated onion, some pink curing salt, I know it's not old school, paprika. Now it's hot link time with the cayenne, and quite a bit. Red chili flakes, my little twist of some calabrian chilies, mustard powder, and some turmeric for that orange grease effect. Now I'll also be adding these mustard seeds, but I hydrated them, so I'll add them to the sausage farce when we get there. I have to transfer this to a bigger container. Let's grind that meat. The coarse 10mm die. Grinder parts are cold, meat is cold, and the foot pedal's attached. Let's grind it up. You can see how beautifully and coarsely ground this meat is, and traditionally a Texas hot link is a coarse ground sausage. But for these sea links, I want a really tightly bound emulsified sausage, so we're gonna pass this through the coarse grind one more time. Our grind is looking really good. The second pass through the coarse die really helps break down that fat a bit more. Down with our spice mix to turn these into those hot links. Just want to introduce those spices to all the meat. Then we can go in with some of our hydrated mustard seeds. I just think that studded effect of the mustard seeds looks really cool, and they should add a little pop of mustardy flavor. Now this is feeling really tight, so I'm going blue light. Y'all know what it is on this channel. We drink the blues, baby. But that beer is gonna add some cool flavors to this, and it's gonna help hydrate and evenly distribute the rest of those spices into this meat. Nice and bound together. Sticks to the glove all day long, baby. Let's case this up. Slam dunk. And yes, I pack it down after every slam dunk. Through the legs. Switcheroo. Nice. Just got some 32mm hog casings from the butcher. This has been sitting in water for quite a while, but I added a little bit of baking soda. Shout out Eric from Two Guys in a Cooler. Lube it up and stroke it on. I'm gonna cut the end of the casing, leaving quite a bit of slack. I'm gonna go 1 knot and a double knot. Now we can make some horseshoes. So I'm gonna start to crank these out and create one big link and turn it into a horseshoe. So essentially I've got one big wiener, pinch those ends, and I'm going to spin this around. Form it into a nice horseshoe shape, loop it like you're tying a shoe, take off all that excess, and you're left with a pretty decent looking horseshoe or C-link. All right, y'all, we got 9 horseshoe links out of this process. These are some pretty big and beefy looking links, beautiful fat studded through there, and they're looking super plump already. So these are gonna go into the fridge on these wire racks and rest for a minimum of 12 hours. We wanna let that curing salt go to work, let these casings dry out and tighten up in the fridge, and just let all the meat bind together so that way it knows that it's a sausage. So I'll catch y'all in the AM for some spicy hot links. All right, y'all, and about 3 days later, we are ready to cold smoke off these links. Now, you don't need to go 3 days. 12 hours or so in the refrigerator will be enough time to allow that pink curing salt to go to work. At any rate, these links are plumped up, the casings are completely dried out, and we know they're gonna be spicy and delicious. We've been horsing around too long with these links, and they're ready for the cooker now. So let's go fire up the cooker. Hot coals are needed to cold smoke. Let's pop these Texas links onto this Texas smoker. Nothing to it. All right, y'all, these all beef horseshoe links are sitting super snug on the smoker. So we're gonna let these links run for the next 3 hours or so they can build some amazing red color that beef loves to take on, accumulate a good amount of smoke flavor, and start to really dry out those casings. Now I've got the damper to the smokestack about halfway closed, and our cold smoke fire is set to run at about 125 to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll check back in when they're looking red, smoky, and ready for that cold plunge. But until then, let's close it down. Boom, shakalaka. All right, y'all, it's the next day and these links are done cold smoking and they are ready for the hot smoke portion of the sausage cook. So yesterday I cold smoked these links for about 3.5 hours, pulled them off, and they were looking super plump and super red. Those links went down for a cold plunge, which helps to tighten up the casing and stop the cooking process. After about 5 to 10 minutes, I pulled the links out of the ice bath, cleaned up the wings with a wipe down. I popped them onto a wire rack and back into the refrigerator to rest overnight. So the cooker's nice and hot, so let's pop these hot links on. Okie doke. These links are gonna rock at 250 degrees for about 30 minutes or until these links are reaching an internal of about 150 to 155 degrees. So all we gotta do is close her down. Now, as y'all can see, after this hot smoke, we built some amazing dark red color, primarily because of that beef heart in these links. Now, I know these links are not horsing around. Let's go bring some to my guy Tyler Hodge over at Hoodoo Brown and get the real rundown on these links.
There's C-links.
Let's cook some hot links, man.
All right, let's do it. I think I got some room in here, I think. Oh, we're good.
What temps we running? About 250?
250.
Popping them on for the king. Not looking too bad. Can I get a boom, shakalaka? Let's check these weens. Up and under. Oh, that's way easier than the smoker at home. I forgot about the counterweight. Thoughts, Tyler?
Well,
Shining, glistening. That looks pretty damn good. Let's slice in. I guess we should probably let them rest for a second. I'm gonna let the master slice these up. All right, Ty, show us what's up.
pretty sure Cole showed me how to do this once.
How's that? Ooh, look at that.
Looks good.
Not bad. Oh, I threw a little turmeric in there for the orange grease.
Well, I was gonna say I could smell it. As stupid as that sounds. We used that old Texas style paring knife.
I did not know that was a thing.
I think I remember seeing it moons ago. Like they leave paring knives on the outside of like old buildings.
Yeah, I always use the serrated knife for these.
Yeah, I think it's like old school.
The coins are the way to go on these. Glistening. Man, that's a pretty good looking bind on there too, I'd say. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here.
No, nice and coarse. It's good.
Yep, you're fired.
You say I'm fired?
Yeah.
Get
That's a
it.
good sausage, bro.
Thanks, man. Give me all your thoughts.
It's good.
I mean, Tyler knows I like sausage.
Damn, you guys heard that? Tyler said it's good.
It's good.
Man of few words. Casing's a little tough though.
I don't think it's
That's
that
my
bad. I didn't think it really was that bad. It cut pretty good. I mean, this knife isn't the sharpest knife in the world,
Yeah.
but it gets clean cuts. It's really thin. It's a really thin casing.
Yeah. Ooh, the spice level though.
No, it's perfect.
Good?
Great.
It builds and it's like in the back of the throat, but then it's not like too crazy.
Did you put sugar in it too? No sugar.
I did not
right?
put any sugar, no.
Yeah.
That's
Not
like,
gonna lie, I love that.
yeah, old school Texas hot link, right? Are you guys ever running hot links here or
Every once in a while.
an occasional thing?
Yeah, it sounds silly, but a lot of people here think jalapeno cheddar is spicy, so I try not to do two things that are spicy.
I feel like this is spicier than your jalapeno cheddar.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Different type of spice though. Totally different type of spice.
Yeah.
Like jalapenos cooked, spice is so different. He knows me. I'd always come when I was a customer, just eat the sausage.
Yeah.
Dude, if I'm eating more than 2-3 coins, it's good sausage.
That's
good
good, man.
sausage.
I love to hear it.
No,
Love
it's
to
good.
hear it.
It's not too fatty, it doesn't taste too rich,
That is a plump one though.
and it's rested too. It's a
Yeah,
plump
this has been
resty.
resting for at least like 10, 15.
I look on the outside normally, with, like just to see how like the casing is.
Yeah.
And like to see how much it adhered to the meat.
Oh.
But it looks like it adhered really well, so it's like pretty. It's cooked well. We could MTV Cribs it.
Sneak preview of how Hoodoo does their pork belly. That's all I'm legally allowed to show y'all. All right, Tyler, final thoughts on my Texas hot link, or my Texas hot C-link.
Solid. Honestly, pretty damn good sausage. It's got enough flavor for me. I mean, it's salted properly, cooked great, fat content's perfect. It's shiny, but not greasy at the same time.
Yeah, the fat in the sausage can really kind of make or break it, I
Yeah,
think. You know, too much
100%.
fat, then it's all just leaking out. Like we saw almost kind of with that poblano Oaxaca that I
Yeah.
brought you. It's the difference between a dry, crumbly sausage and too much fat, and it's just like, you gotta hit that sweet spot. But I'm glad to hear that, you know, it hit all the marks. Now I just gotta get down to Texas.
Do it. You have to. Pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Come to Hoodoo Brown. Check out that guy. He'll give you a pit tour.
Yeah, pit tour.
But at this rate, let's head back to the horse stables and wrap this up. That was a blast over at Hoodoo Brown. I was hanging out there for a number of hours just talking shop, and the crew over at Hoodoo let me actually play around with the fires and the Mobergs a little bit. So shout out to the guys over at Hoodoo Brown. And I know y'all saw the rundown, but I had to fire off one more link. Jeez Louise, it does not get better than that. It is just such a classic Texas sausage. Good amount of heat. I can't get over this. Hold your horses. This link is great in coin form and with a snap test. Spicy, you're picking up some tang from the mustard seeds, a lot of beefiness from the brisket and that beef heart, and you gotta love the orange grease from that turmeric. A Texas sausage made from a New Yorker is approved by the horse himself, the sausage king of Connecticut, and the Hoodoo crew. What more do I need to say other than stop horsing around and make this? And these hot links were made to pair with beer, specifically a Blue Light. Quells that spice, no problem. Yeah. Look at this guy, hounding me. That's too spicy for you, buddy. You can't have that. Thank y'all for tuning in to Harry the Horse Barbecue. I really appreciate you checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe for the vibes, leave a like for these hot links, and leave a comment with the next sausage I should be making. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I'm posting new content, and you can follow me on Instagram at Harry the Horse Barbecue. Tag me because your cooks inspire me. And with that being said, there's only one more thing, y'all. This one is going straight to the horse's mouth. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. Hot link in, hot link out.